Good morning, everyone. Thank you. This is Anomaly. Thanks for tuning in to another video of the $5 journey. Well, it's morning time here. It's December 2017. On my way into my wonderful job, actually. Some people have been emailing me asking about, does your side hustle replace your job and this, that, and the other. I mean, I guess you can do that. It really sucks having a job that you don't want. Fortunately, that is not the case for me. I really love my job, actually. So, but that's up to you. Today, I just want to talk briefly about using your side hustle to eliminate your debt. Okay, using your side hustle to eliminate your debt. I think, and I apologize for this, but I think that a lot of people were thinking, okay, well, I'm going to get this side hustle and, I'm going to put all the money that I make from it into, these different financial vehicles and, so on and so forth. And then I'll make my way to financial progress, right? And that's definitely a good thought. But if you have debt, if you have a lot of debt, now I'm not talking about say like if you own a house, all right, or something along those lines. I'm talking about credit card debt, student loan debt. Credit card, student loan debt. I'm talking about auto, car debt. I'm talking about those kinds of things. If you've taken out like, a line of credit or, some sort of personal loan or something like that. I'm talking about that kind of debt, right? Where there's, because your house, you really, unless it's like a really, really bad deal, I can't even think of an example. But unless it's like a really, really bad, situation with your mortgage and that sort of thing, I would say, let's not include, your house when we're talking about debt for the purposes of this particular video. Okay, we do need to address that later on, but it won't be for this video. So I'm talking about those other kinds of debts that I named. Now, with your side hustle or with whatever you're going to do, even if you don't need a side hustle, some of you, it's just about, kind of like restructuring your budget to make things work a little bit better, so you're not spending your excess money on stupid stuff, but instead you are actually spending it on, progressing financially. But whatever, like let's say you do need a side hustle to kind of give you that extra boost in income. Okay, if you have debt, let me just explain this. If you have debt, it doesn't make that much sense to then go take your extra money and put it into a financial vehicle, right? Because the financial vehicles may give you anywhere from 6%, 8%. Like I have some REITs, real estate investment trusts, that are giving me 8 to 10% interest per year. Which is, I guess, fine for the time being, because I don't really have to do anything for them. I just put my money in, and they start giving me a share of the profits. So, but let's say we're looking at a REIT where, let's say we're looking at one of my REITs where, so I have one with Realty Mogul, all right? So let's say I'm looking at a REIT, it's giving me 10% return, okay? But, and let's say I've invested, just hypothetically, let's say I've invested, I don't know, $1,000, right? But let's say I took out, let's say I have $1,000 in credit card debt, okay? Let's say on, I don't know, one of these credit cards where there's a lot of them, where the interest rate is, close to 20% per year. So let's say I have $1,000 worth of debt in the credit card, in that particular credit card. I'm paying 20% interest per year. And then I, say, oh, well, the $5 journey was saying to invest, your money and, have, cash flow and your money work for you and all this other stuff. And then I take $1,000 that I have extra and I put it into a REIT that's giving me 10%. Well, that's not going to be any good because the debt that I owe on the credit card will cancel out any profit that I can make from the REIT. So what I'm proposing is, and again, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that, or a CPA or anything. But what I'm proposing is that what you do is you take your extra money. Okay, now let me refer you guys to Dave Ramsey. For the most part, I think Dave Ramsey is right on point with what he says regarding, the debt snowball and getting rid of debt and how to get rid of debt. I don't, unlike him though, I don't believe that all debt is just bad. I did a video on that, so check that out. But I mean, for the most part, when it comes to credit card, when it comes to auto stuff, leasing, student loan stuff, I mean, I'm in pretty much 100% agreement with him. So anyways, what you want to do with your side hustle money, with your with that extra money maybe that you found in your budget or whatever you're doing, what you want to do is you want to focus that money on paying off your debt. Whether it's a car note, whether it's credit cards, whether it's whatever. Now, here's the thing. Okay, so with Dave Ramsey, he talks about the debt snowball. So let's just say hypothetically, let's say you have $300 a month in payments that you have to make to your various debtors, credit cards, student loans, auto. All right, I know that's maybe it's a little bit low, but let's just go with $300, okay? And for each creditor, you're paying $100 a month. So you have 3 creditors, $100 a month, so that's $300. Now, let's say you are able to pull in, an extra $50 a month off of your side hustle, or maybe you rebudgeted or something like that. I mean, I hope that it's more, but I mean, let's just go with, that. Let's be conservative, okay? I just want to get my point across. So let's say you pull in an extra $50 a month, okay? Now, each of those payments, like I said, is $100, right? For three different debtors, right? So $300. What you're going to do is that extra $50, you're going to take that and apply it to one of those debts, all right? You're not going to split the $50 across all 3 of the debts. You're going to take that $50 extra and you're going to apply it to one of the debts. So that means that your new payment, instead of it being 100, 100, 100, it's going to be 150, 100, and 100. So if your minimum payments were $100 every month, right, for over 3, debtors, right? Now your payment is going to be $150 for one of those debtors, then $100 and $100 for the other 2. Once you're going to use that $50, now how are you going to figure out which one to apply it to? Okay, good question. All right, the one with the lowest, I think there's different schools of thought on this. The one with the highest interest rate, I would say apply it to that one, okay? So the one that has the assuming that they're all equal, okay? The one with the highest interest rate, that is the one that you're going to apply it to. Also, you want to take into account the one that has the highest principal. So if they're all $100, and 3 debtors, right? Let's say one debtor, the total balance is $1,000. Let's say the other one, the total balance is $2,000. And another one, the total balance is $3,000. Take on the one, first and foremost, take on the one with the lowest amount of, the lowest balance first. Okay, so take on the $1,000 one. Even if the interest rate is more, all right? Take on the one that has $1,000, all right? What you're going to do is you're going to pay that off. You're going to take that extra $50 that's coming in, and you're going to apply it to that minimum $100 payment. All right, so you're going to be able to pay that off. Now, once you pay that off, and again, this is not an original idea from, Anomaly. This is something that came from Dave Ramsey, and it seems, and it's worked. It actually worked for me also. You're going to take that extra $50 and you're going to apply it towards the $100. So you're going to pay that $150. You're going to pay it down. Now, once you finish paying off that hypothetical balance of $1,000, right? You're going to take that $100 from, plus the $50 that you were paying towards that, right? So that's $150. You're going to then go and apply that towards your next highest balance, okay? Which was, I think I gave a hypothetical number of $2,000. All right, so now you're going to take the $150 that you were paying from that one that was a $1,000 balance, and you're gonna add it in with the $100 that you were paying for the one with $2,000. So now every month you're going to be paying $250 towards that $2,000 balance. Now, once you finish paying that one off, you're going to take the $150 plus the $100 that you were paying, right? So that's $250. You're now then going to apply that to the next highest balance, which was $3,000. All right, so you're gonna do that. So it would be, let's see, $250 plus $100, so that's $350. You're gonna take that and apply it to that balance of $3,000, and that's how you're gonna pay that off. I think Dave Ramsey refers to it as a debt snowball. All right, so that's what you're gonna do. Get out of the habit of, it's great. I want you guys to have wonderful opportunities as far as investing, financially progressing, and things like that. But pay off that debt, all right? Get yourselves debt free. Now, again, look at my video about, debt being bad and all this other stuff. I am not one of those people that thinks that all debt is bad. For instance, if you are, let's say there's an opportunity for you to make 30% return on your money, but you need to borrow $2,000, or you need to borrow some sort of money, maybe at 5% or 6% or something like that, and for sure that you're going to be able to get that return on the money. It's worth the risk. Then I would say definitely say go ahead and do it. But it really depends from situation to situation, okay? But for the most part, make sure that you pay it off, especially while you're just getting started and everything. Make sure that you pay that debt off. Okay, thanks so much for checking me out. Hopefully this was really helpful to you guys. Let me know. Make sure you leave a comment in the below. Also check me out on Twitter, Facebook, and be alert for more YouTube videos coming your way. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.